Alright, g'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel Bonsai Works. I'm David. Now I am sitting in a bunch of mess, probably what you can see, but if you've been following me since last year summer, I tried to attempt, probably last year January, I think January possibly, or December, I tried to attempt a approach graft on this juniper. Now the juniper was quite an ugly variety. It's very, it's kind of lanky and the foliage sort of dies back quite a bit, and I didn't really like it, but I loved the trunk. The trunk was fabulous. Now we'll try and post a link to that video in the comments below. I should be able to find it. It's probably, there's hundreds there, but I should be able to find that one. I'll put the link below so you can see what I did. I styled the tree and then I just didn't like the foliage, so I wanted to replace it with Shimpaku foliage. Now you can see these long whips. There's three approach grafts that I put on this tree. It's actually my first attempt at approach grafting Shimpaku onto juniper stock. First time I'm approach grafting in general. I haven't really done approach grafting before, especially on juniper. I did try a trident as well. Haven't checked the results on that, but I'm just trying to do approach graft on to the Shimpaku, replacing the juniper foliage, because this trunk is quite beautiful, but the foliage is horrible. So I'm trying to replace that foliage. I'm going to have a look today because I had a quick look, and it looks like the Shimpaku growth is quite extensive. So I'm thinking it should have maybe joined, but this is my first time, so I'm not even sure what's going to happen. But I'm going to have a look. And I'll try and bring the camera in close and we can have a look together at what those kind of results look like, and if there is a result. I'm gonna have a peek anyway, because you know, when you look at the graft joint, like it looks quite they look quite established, and the trunks, the I don't know what you call the donor plan, I guess the donor whip, the Shimpaku whip, has actually fattened quite substantially at that point. So I'm thinking that could mean success. I mean, it's grown quite rampantly, haven't touched it, haven't really done anything except let it grow for a good, almost 12 months, 11 months, So I'm gonna have a quick look. I'm gonna bring the camera in and try and show you guys as I unfold and see what we can see, okay? All right, so I'm pretty excited because it's the first time I'm having a look, but let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is so you can see that is the Shimpaku growth. This is the bit that I grafted on. You see that base? That's a big turn, and then actually it's along there. It's actually quite thick, this Shimpaku, and I'm just feeling around there, and that feels pretty solid and smooth. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, so I'm just going to start removing the wire. Hope for the best. It's pretty scary. First time I've done this approach graft. So this technique I learnt off Bjorn. Bjorn does those advanced technique courses on Bonsai Empire. That's it. I think he does it with them, and I did the advanced course. I think it had approach grafting and sign grafting. So that's where I learned the technique. No, I'm not. It's not just. That's just where I learned it. So I'm going to have a quick look. It's going to have a hard time doing this with one hand, but I'm going to try and remove this plastic. If you can see that, I'm going to see if I can remove that plastic and see if there's what it looks like. If it starts to pull away, then I will stop. But if not, I will try and keep going and see what it looks like. But I'm going to at least remove the black and then have a look what the grafting tape looks like. So I'll be back. Right, let's have a look. I am kind of half excited and half apprehensive. I'm not 100% sure. The sun's shining on it. You can see the red of the red bark of the Shimpaku. Now it looks like it's fused to that base, but it looks like the juniper split for some reason in here. The old juniper stock split in there for some reason. I'm not sure why, but to see that is actually, you can see the join there. It looks pretty good, and it looks like it's actually fused nicely just along there. I'm not going to be in a rush to cut it off. I'm just going to, and we're at the base, that doesn't move. So, let me show you, that's not moving. So that's pretty much fused. Sensational. That one worked. But I'm going to just leave this, just have this and put a little tie back on. Probably don't have to, but I'm just going to leave that for just a bit longer. I don't think I need to. I'm not sure. I'm just so inexperienced in this, but it looks like it's really worked. To me, it looks worked. That's fused on. I was just concerned that this split for some reason. I'm not sure what happened there, but the live vein's there with that fused along, and I know that the base doesn't want to move. So that's good. That's fused together. I'm super happy. So I might just leave just maybe that lightly over it, and one wire lightly over the top part, because the top part looked a bit loose. Just going to leave that for another couple of months, let it go through the summer, and then I'll have a look. Let's have a look at the other two grafts. Best I can show you is this one here. This is at the back. It's very, very quick to show you that. Look at the size, the thickness of this. That's actually quite thickened up, and the output's really, really fat. I'm confident this is actually taken pretty well. It's almost bigger than the actual original base. So it looks like this could be one that I just totally remove and let grow. So I think that's really successful. I'm going to actually peel away now, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. The plastic and the grafting tape, the plastic tape. Now, due to my inexperience, I actually left this too long. If you can look carefully, look at the wire mark. It actually cut right in, and the part that grafted on is thicker than the bit below. And you can see it's kind of a little ugly. I'm just gonna let that grow out now. It also happened here, so I probably left that on too long, if anything. So that took less than 12 months, and that's pretty solid. That's really stuck on nicely. That's not moving anywhere. That's beautiful. Like, I really can't even. There's no even pulling off. The actual graft looks really good there. See that there? Looks really good. Looks like it's fused beautifully together. Now, according to the videos, you leave the parent tree on for a bit longer, until that for another bit longer. I can't remember exactly. I've got to watch the video again now from Bjorn. And I'm going to just leave. I think they leave the parent on just for a bit longer now. Leave it exposed for a little bit, and then I can remove the parent in a later time. But I'm just looking at the parent. The parent's got another whip that's come up. So look at this. This nice long whip. It's got another nice little whip. So I'm thinking I'm going to have a closer look at this tree and see where else I can put another graft. So that's another success there. Really good. Really happy. That's going to create the new apex for the tree in a way. All right. That's two successes. Well, the other one just needs a little bit longer. This one is pretty successful, I think. I just got to remember when I can remove the donor plant. Probably can do it now, but I'm just going to be careful, I guess. I might go and check the video of Bjorn's Bonsai Empire tutorial, and See a look what he says, and then I'll see about removing that. But probably left it a little bit too long. That's probably the only negative, I guess. You see the wire mark, but that will grow out. No problems with junipers. And look at that top, whole healthy foliage. I can build the tree entirely out of that. All right, let's check the third. It's a bit hard to get the camera in there. I'm not 100% sure of that one because it looks okay, but I don't think it's as successful as the other one, but we're going to have a look. So it's inside there. Everything tells me it looks okay too. Oops, sorry, where am I? Sorry, I had to zoom in to try and get inside there, but you can see the base of that, the base in there is my finger. There you go, that's the base of the Shimpaku graft. Goes all the way up and there it comes out. So potentially another success, but let's have a look. I'll remove slowly again and we'll see. All right guys, so I've just removed the plastic. You can probably see the bit of the sun, but you see there's a fuse. It's kind of fused as well. Look, I'm moving that and it's not moving, so that's good. I just think it's fused really well up here. Down here it's a little bit more, but I'm just going to give it, again, I think I'll remove this and just leave it open and just keep letting it grow and leave it like that, because this one's pretty good too. I'm pretty happy with that. That looks like it's just moving a little bit at the top actually. I just saw that. So it's a little bit moving at the top, probably needs a little bit longer now. I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to put it back there, put a bit of wire on it and let it keep going a little bit longer. Okay, probably just wire the top part back on and leave it there. So overall, one's really good, one's taken really well, two are half there, almost there. But maybe what I was going to show you is why I chose to graft. Now this is the trunk. It looks quite crazy. It's going to be nice, lots of dead wood. But look at this foliage. That's not easy to play with or not easy to build when you've got this foliage. You want to replace it with Shimpaku. So really happy. I'm going to look for a few more grafting spots because I've got some nice whips growing on the donor plants. So I'm going to see if I can put them into place as well. And we'll see if I can actually build up a few more graft points on this tree. Maybe not. But at the moment there's 3 new branches grafted on. I want to see if I can get a few more, but we're not sure when we're going to do that. I might wait for another month in December, and I'll do it in December, just because I don't have the tools I need to make the cuts or the drill out the bits. Unfortunately, I'll have to get my hands on those. But that's about it. So anyway, there's a bit of an update on how approach grafting went from last year to this year. So really happy. Where's that one that worked? There it is. That worked better than I expected because the wire started cutting in. So now I've got my new apex. I'm actually even tempted to remove this apex, the part that's actually this part of the tree. So I don't need that. That's going to replace this, so I might do that actually. Here we go, you guys can watch. Let me just double check before I do anything. That is the top. Let me show you. So that this whole bit is replacing this branch and these smaller ones. So this is the time to let's get rid of those. And that one. I'm just going to leave little stubs for now because I might create a little bit of a gin in there. But that's about it. Nothing too big. But now the tree has a new potential apex. So we follow the tree line and we've got a brand new top. And we're going to wire it down, reposition it, and that's how we're going to work with the tree. So that's really good news. We'll just cut those off. Won't look that good having that there, so we'll see how we go with maybe ginning a few of those, but not sure at the moment. Yeah, so I've got this whip now on this tree, so maybe I'll look for another grafting point. Maybe I'll graft it further down the trunk here, so it's a lower branch. So I might twist it around and put it in there. I'm pretty confident now with grafting, so I might give that a go. I might put this one in along here and create a graft for next year and create a nice side branch in here. This is really good, nice and healthy. Look at how strong that is. You can always, Shimpaku, you can bend and twist, and there's the joint there. Ooh, awesome. Very happy with that one. Now we're just going to get the other two to work, or be in the same position, and let's put some more grafts on in the future. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that video. It was something a bit more interesting, and how, first time I've approached graft Shimpaku onto a juniper stock, so it really does work, and I'm really happy. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.